is a Cosmic Octave original podcast.
Me and Jake running down the street with a handful of comic books, kicking ass and banging chicks and drinking booze
No, not
and
me.
smoking
Not
weed.
me. I'm married.
Yeah, well,
I'm married.
Jake.
Can't do that.
Yeah. Off panel, off topic with Jake and Tyler.
Think of the fucking comedy!
I finally got it. For weeks, I've been saying I'm gonna get this drop. And I finally did it, just for you, Tyler.
Comedy! Comedy!
You know what this movie is?
Comedy!
It's classified as a.
Comedy!
It's
Tyler, all I'm saying is, you get a couple animated animals in a room, and you get some funny actors, and you just have to.
Think of the fucking comedy!
That movie brings.
He is so. Keep doing it. It's just so funny.
What? Comedy! What?
Well, congratulations. Now our podcast is only going to be this.
Yeah, you might as well turn it off.
You are nothing but garbage, yeah. Nothing but garbage, guy.
Here's the best part. From what I understand,
Yeah.
people do listen, even though they hate us, which I think is great.
This show is full of.
Pew pew quip, pew pew quip.
Also, what else is it full of?
Pizza time.
No, just the one word. What is it full of?
The
Comedy!
It's full of that shit.
And I'm just sitting here, and I'm like, you don't want to listen to our podcast? Just
Think of the fucking comedy!
the man is so angry about She-Hulk.
My favorite is there's one troll. I was looking at the comments the other day, and one of the trolls was like, "Listen, man, none of what he says is racist." And I'm like,
You're just like,
"What?" I literally was like, what? You're like, all right.
okay, I'm gonna end this conversation.
But I think it was just really
Pretty much
fun.
what you were like, just like, I'm gonna leave.
I think I responded like, dude, I don't even know where to start with you.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, got it wrong. And it's fine.
You're like, oh, I'm sorry, someone's calling me. You just pull out your phone.
I'm glad that somebody's, I'm glad that there are people engaging. But my favorite
with me.
is the people who like try to tear us down on the comments, and then like
because we're beta
the
male
guys
cucks,
like
dude.
the guys like Jack O'Lantern who are like, yeah,
Jeez, blow my ears.
literally like commented yeah to like somebody else's shitty like
yeah,
like you guys don't even know what the fuck you're talking about, you simp cuck fucking what
Simp cuck
soy milk whatever
that
the fuck
is a t-shirt.
what the
Simp
fuck
cuck
ever.
fuck. No one would
Whatever
ever
they
wear
say,
that
and this other guy was just like, yeah.
shirt. What he said. I sign off on that. Amen, brother.
Yeah, you know what? I didn't have the balls to say it myself, but I will definitely back you up on what you
This
said.
guy like literally opened up my brain and plucked some ideas.
It's
out.
like almost like, you know how like when you're like online and you have Facebook on your phone and you're looking at stuff online like a guitar, and then all the ads you see on Facebook are like guitars. It's like the guy who wrote this comment was like Facebook, and like I was like me, and he was already knowing what I wanted to say, but he already got to it before I did, so I can only say yeah.
The commitment to the bit. Proud of you.
See, you know what? There's a big difference between us and the grifters is that we do have commitment. We have commitment to being.
He's great at commitment. He's single, ladies.
We have
I
a commitment to being
simped you out.
to being. We have a commitment to being decent human beings, regardless of the cost or no cost.
Tyler,
So,
episode 66.
yes, 69. What?
Wow.
I know.
Was it 65 or 66?
Well, we got to get like dick jokes in there somewhere.
Let me pull up.
We can't just be all like, well, actually, because that's
episode 66, off panel, off topic.
Let's
everybody.
do it. 66.
Yeah.
How many years is that?
One. What do you mean?
It's weekly. Okay. Yeah.
Well, actually, there are some
I was thinking monthly for some reason. I'm like, that's like 6 years.
No, if I did anything in the middle of the week, I'd put like a half number on
I hope
it or
somebody
something.
comments and goes, you guys don't even know how to do math.
Yeah.
Yeah, then somebody, yeah.
Yeah.
Man, you took the words right out of my mouth. I was thinking, you know what? Those guys clearly do not know their multiplication tables, and it makes me sick. That guy said it first. All I can do is say, yeah.
Tyler, it's spooky month, by the way.
Yeah.
What?
You know what I'm excited for?
It's spooky season.
I'm excited for Werewolf by Night, and the reason why is
Heard it's
because
gory.
I'm way more a fan of like the creature features from like the 50s and stuff, like the black and white. I'm way more of a fan of that than like newer horror. I'm not really a big horror fan.
So that's the thing. I want to do a off-panel, off-topic spooktacular at the end of the month because
We will.
because Halloween is on a Monday. We post on Monday, so boom. Also, fun fact: the 25th anniversary of Starship Troopers. While you eat your food into the microphone, you
I did not.
savage.
They're fucking vanilla zingers, man. What do you expect?
They're delicious as hell.
They're fucking good.
Yeah,
That's a drop.
Do you think they'll sponsor us?
They're fucking good. What?
I lost my train.
No,
it's not even.
the Starship Troopers 25th anniversary.
Yeah, it lands on a Monday, so perfectly. We'll record it and set it up because we're gonna do like we did for the Avengers. We're gonna do a retrospective on Starship Troopers because it is 25th anniversary, November 7th. I gotta get that 4K Blu-ray, fucking steelbook. A little ridiculous.
Who does
It's
the
on
art?
Amazon.
Who's
You can
the
pre-order it.
artist on the cover?
I do not know.
That's a good one thing to know.
I should look that up. I'm sure it's on Amazon.
Sure, it's on Amazon. Everything is there, including your wife.
As we're in my basement looking at my Blu-ray collection, I don't have enough steelbooks, and I want that steelbook. I'm gonna get it. So.
You know what? You have about the amount of steel books that a cook would have.
So Tyler, we're talking about the past. Let's look to the future.
Let's look to the future.
And I'm talking about September 6th, 2024. Let me paint a picture for you. Deadpool returns to cinemas. It's Ryan Reynolds, but not just Ryan Reynolds. We get Hugh fucking Jackman returning as Wolverine for Deadpool 3.
I had
So, let's
such
get into
a fanboy hard-on all day. What was that, Thursday or Wednesday?
I don't remember.
This past week that they busted that out. And then did you see the other news? He's confirmed to be wearing the yellow suit.
I don't see that. Where did you see that confirmed?
By some insider.
Who? Give me your sauce.
It was RK Outpost.
It's not like I said, give me your sauce. RK Outpost.
It was that Star Wars girl.
Yeah. It was Geeks and Gamers.
Yeah.
Uh,
I like how there's you know what?
By the way, there will be no Griff report. We have too much shit.
They're actually such good. Some of these people are actually such good friends with Geeks and Gamers that they refer to them in their comments on us as G and G.
Yeah.
You know, hey man, I was hanging out at G and G's house.
Let's talk about Deadpool.
But so yellow costume. It's been confirmed by an insider, and it was
Who?
seemingly confirmed. I don't know.
What outlet is on?
Why are you mad at me? Why can't I just
I
make
wanna-
shit up? I don't. It was some inside douchebag who's had like previous stuff, inside stuff that is panned out. So
don't
it's like,
want you
okay, well,
putting out
clearly he
lies.
knows what he's talking about. I don't know. Some fuck.
Wow. I wouldn't be surprised.
But the question is,
It'd be awesome.
is he going to wear the Jim Lee one from like the 90s, or is he going to wear the Uncanny X-Men, the brown and the yellow? I would like to see the Uncanny X-Men. Although I wouldn't care about either one
I don't know.
because
I feel like the brown would look better on screen.
it probably would. Yes, that bright blue and that bright yellow.
Yeah, because they're gonna have to mute the yellow in some way. Because even Deadpool's costume, it's still like a red, but it's more of like a crimson. It's a little bit lighter in the comics, and I guess that because some things look better on a page. Than
Yeah. But remember the yellow wheelchair in Multiverse of Madness? That did not look that great on screen, but it was such a great callback. It was like
such a
awesome.
I'm thinking maybe they do because he still had the ashy white suit from Deadpool 2 on when he was typing. I'm thinking, are they possibly actually going to do a real X-Force idea where Wolverine's wearing like the ashy
Well,
white?
that would be the X-Force from like the 2012, I think,
It's
when they were like,
Rick Remender, I think.
yeah, it was Psylocke, Wolverine, Deadpool, Domino.
Yeah, I think so.
But yeah, they all had the same color scheme.
Yeah, it was all
Deadpool
black
also
and
had,
white,
yeah,
and he
that
had
was
red eyes.
referenced in the.
Deadpool too.
Yep.
Yeah. So anyway,
I actually have that costume in Marvel Strike Force.
what do you think? How much money? Like they had to just back the truck up into Hugh Jackman's driveway and just be like, take as much money as you want out of this.
You know what? I
'Cause
actually.
I gotta feel like
hang
that's
on.
a huge. I'm telling you, most of the budget is gonna go to Hugh Jackman just being Wolverine.
Wait a second. Okay.
Sure.
Now these two guys are clearly been friends for a long time.
Yeah.
Like a long time. And I'm willing to bet anything that Ryan Reynolds said at some point in the past, hey, man, like they were joking around, at a party or something. He's like, hey, man, you got to come back for Deadpool no matter what, even if you retire. And he was like, haha, or whatever. And then he retired. And he was like, hey, man, you got to come back, for Deadpool. And he was like, no, I'm not going to. He's like, just to let you know, I'm going to keep asking you until you decide to come back.
He
and
said
like
at the end of
6
Deadpool
years,
too, that
like
he was
6 years later, dude. 6 years later, every fucking day for like 6 years straight, Ryan Reynolds has texted or called Hugh Jackman every fucking day, sometimes twice a day. Hey, are you coming back for Deadpool? And finally, one day, Hugh Jackman was like having a great nice dinner with his wife and his family. And he's just like, da-da-da, and he gets a text. He looks,
I
he's
could
like,
use a new house.
and he just goes,
I could
no.
use a new
And he goes,
bathroom.
you know what, love? This fucker is not gonna. I'm not gonna do the accent. You know what? This guy is not gonna leave me alone.
Here's the thing.
I might as well go back. The fans would love it. I'm still kind of itching to play Wolverine again. Why not? He's never going to let it go.
Well,
Let's just do it.
But look, here's what I'm saying. I don't
Then he
think,
said $10 million for 30 seconds. Sorry.
I don't think that Hugh Jackman doesn't love the character and love playing the character. He was the character for 17 years.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm also thinking that he was truly done after Logan.
True.
And then Ryan Reynolds called him up and said, or Kevin Feige or whatever, whoever had those conversations was like, we have an idea. Because I think it's going to be a Secret Wars tie-in. I think Deadpool 3 is the catapult of completely killing the Fox X-Men and then bringing in the MCU X-Men. And the best way that we know it's a multiverse story is they said that it's not touching Logan. Logan is its own thing.
Right.
And I want to have another conversation about that after this.
Okay. The other thing that I was going to say is that there is a fantastic, one of the better Deadpool stories is, I can't remember what it's called, but it's literally they take the original Secret Wars and then just insert Deadpool into it.
Yeah.
As if he was there during the original Secret Wars. I can't remember the story or what it's called. But it's fantastic. And honestly, that would be a really cool way to tie it in. To be like, because Wolverine, the original Wolverine or whatever, was in the Secret Wars. So
here's my explanation for this. I think
I'm going to look it up.
And I think this is smart. I think Deadpool 3 is going to keep its canon. So he's still going to have Cable's device.
Probably.
And I think Cable, I think they would bring back, unless it's what we think, and Hugh Jackman is just too expensive, they can't bring back Josh Brolin. But I would love to see Cable in it too.
That would be kind of funny. Yeah, that would be kind of funny though.
But yeah, I think that somehow the device is going to get wonky and it's going to rip open a multiverse, and it's going to be what we kind of thought Doctor Strange might be with Multiverse of Madness, where this is literally going to be like them going on a multiversal adventure.
Right.
And I think that's probably how they're going to bring in the MCU. I think they're going to kill off all the Fox X-Men and bring in the MCU X-Men.
Sorry. I love you.
What are you looking up? Is it important?
Yes, I wanted to know. It's called Deadpool Secret Wars, I think.
Jeez Louise.
Deadpool Secret Wars. And like it's a 1-4, and they literally just, I think. I don't know. Maybe it's part of the secret. I don't know.
Why don't you just have me look it up? I'm right here.
You know what? I guess you're so much more mathematically inclined.
What? Anyway, what do you think? What do you think Deadpool 3 is going to be?
I really don't know, but I like your idea. And again, that touched on my brain touched on that idea that I remember reading about that story. I've never read it myself.
Cullen Bunn wrote it.
It sounds like a really great idea because I loved the original Secret Wars, so I'd love to see how they kind of skewered it and whatnot.
Cullen Bunn is one of the better Deadpool writers for sure.
Yeah. So I've never read it before. Maybe I'll try and go by Barnes and Noble, who could be a sponsor of the show.
I've been reading Scotty Young's Deadpool run.
Yeah.
Which is 20.
Interesting.
He took over after Gary Dugan finished.
I've never been a huge Deadpool guy in the comics.
I actually have a lot of Deadpool comics.
Well, see, here's the thing. The Deadpool that I know is that shithead that Rob Liefeld created, which is nothing like Deadpool is now.
Well, yeah, and honestly, I do... And I get that it's Ryan Reynolds, so it's going to be different. But I would like to see... And they kind of leaned into it with Deadpool, too. But I like it when Deadpool does try and do a little bit more deeper subtext. Where, I mean, sure, I love Deadpool fucking eating chimichangas, murdering people, and doing... I love that about him, too, and cracking jokes. But, like, Dugan has one of the best... Deadpool arcs, and it's the good, the bad, the ugly, and it's a story about him finding out he has a daughter, and it is him, Wolverine, in Captain America, and they're infiltrating this base, and I think it ties back to World War II and Cap and Wolverine being there because they were war buddies and whatever, and like it's just a lot weightier themes than you'd expect in a Deadpool story.
For a long time, that X-Men comic was worth a lot of money.
But I think this could be a cool thing like that too. But at the same time, I like the idea of it being just fucking wacky and they're just pulling in the MCU X-Men.
Yeah.
And I think it's... And then we'll have this question too, because this has been floating around. Do you think this tarnishes Logan's legacy? Do you think it tarnishes Wolverine's legacy a little bit, where we have this big emotional movie that... feels like an incredible send-off to a character, but now we got this.
Here's the thing. I don't think he's going to be Wolverine anymore. I think
this is it, yeah.
I mean,
maybe he'll cameo in Secret Wars.
I think we're lucky to have him, and we should act like it. We're lucky to have him back for one more
he's
shot.
Alive to do it, yeah.
Yeah, we're lucky to have him back because, he said he wasn't going to, but Ryan Reynolds convinced him somehow. And, hey, we're lucky to have him back, and I think Deadpool 3 is going to be great no matter what it is. I mean, because... I think Ryan Reynolds knows enough about the character and stuff and has had such a hand in both the other two movies that he's not going to let the third one be like a clunker. And Feige won't either. But I do think they're going to give him a longer leash than other artists or creative teams have gotten.
Yeah.
But
and they said early on that they still want to make it R-rated, and they want to keep.
But they still have to kind of run everything by Feige because it is part of a larger arc. That was one of the deals. Is Deadpool coming to the MCU? Sure. Can we have Deadpool be the way he is? Sure. But you gotta fucking tie him into the MCU. Okay.
Missed opportunities.
Why?
Yeah, well, that's what I'm saying. Like, I totally agree with you. And I'm just throwing my hands up because I'm like, we talked about this months ago on this show. Where we said, like, why not make these other Marvel-affiliated studios to give hints to parents and have the more mature shit? Yeah. So I was like, Werewolf by Night would have been a great example to put, like, the Marvel Knights label. And then the Deadpool movie. Or even have Deadpool 3 launch the Marvel Knights.
The Marvel Zombies animated show is going to be TVMA rated.
Right. And that's why I'm...
The only reason Werewolf by Night is not is because it's in black and white. That's what the director said.
And that's
all the blood is... black and white or gray.
Also, did you know the guy that made Werewolf by Night is the composer for the Batman?
I knew his name. I recognized his name, and I was like, I don't think he's directed anything else, but I recognized the name.
So that's interesting.
Yeah, he was great for that movie, man. The Batman?
Yeah.
Yeah, he's done other stuff, too. What else has he done?
I think he did It. The It remakes, but I could be wrong.
I really like, we'll get to it later, but I really like the music in Andor so far.
But I agree with you. I don't think it tarnishes Wolverine's legacy because it's a fucking comic book character. And
it's a one-off probably.
And we have now, the MCU has now said out loud, there's a multiverse.
Yep.
So just like in the comics, this could just be, I look at it as it's continuing Deadpool's arc, but it's just a team-up book. That's all it is.
Yeah.
And it's a team-up book, and
Fucking you know what?
Wolverine's going to go off and do his
you know
shit.
how great if they could throw Spider-Man in there too.
I know, but that's
Oh my god.
but that's one of the reasons I loved Thor Ragnarok so much, because that was the first time that we saw these guys have a buddy movie and guys hang out together outside of being the Avengers. And I would like to see more of that. I wanted Falcon and Winter Soldier to be that, and it probably would have been that if it were a movie. There, I said it. So
speaking of other news and movies as opposed to TV shows,
and to wrap it up, we'll segue into the next topic, because I think, put your tinfoil hats on, I think this news
that
about
the Michigan officials were paid.
That this news about Deadpool 3 came out when it did because there was bad news coming out about Blade. And Marvel Studios wanted to be like, don't look at Blade, Wolverine's back. Like, you know what I mean? Because why else would they announce it? They should have announced that at D3 unless the deal wasn't through. But I'm just saying, it, to me, makes sense that the Deadpool 3 announcement was damage control because of all the drama.
Imagine a world.
How am I crazy?
No, I don't think you're...
Think of the fucking comedy!
Jesus. Calm down.
Seriously.
Comedy!
He's going to have a fucking stroke. You know, I can't say who he really reminds me of. You play it or
Dang
what?
it.
Comedy!
Fucking bullshit fucking soundboard.
All right.
Yeah,
So, yeah, Blade. In trouble. Dun, 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 dun.
I was going to go to Armor Wars. We'll get to that, though. But Blade.
Yeah. Well, again, we'll talk about...
Lost writer and
It's all-
director.
I think
it's all tied together.
I think it all ties together.
Lost writer and director. And you know why Armor Wars was made a movie, probably, right? Is what you're going to say is because Blade's in trouble and it's not going to come out when it's supposed to.
Let me just talk about Blade. God. But you're right.
Yeah, I fucking read
Why are you trying to rush the show?
I wasn't rushing anything.
Oh, you're teasing. You're teasing him too hard.
Teasing him too hard.
I'll drink your blood.
I fucking know,
whoa,
Alex.
Whoa.
Well,
Comedy!
yeah, that's what that is.
So, yeah. Blade is in trouble because they lost the director and they were supposed to film in a couple weeks. I think they were supposed to start filming in, like, November. Maybe late October, early November.
I thought you were going to say Les Mis.
And this movie's supposed to come out next November.
Yeah.
So this is interesting. There's some rumors saying that Mahershala Ali is frustrated with the process. He's not liking what's going on.
I read that he was upset with the low quality fight scenes.
There's only 2, allegedly.
Or the lack
script
of
is only
maybe
90 pages long, which
an hour
generally, script writing is a page is about a minute on screen. So about 90-minute movie.
So if you're talking about somebody bringing a first draft that's like 260 pages long, you're like, that's long.
So now I'm also hearing there's also other rumors coming out, and this is according to comicbookmovie.com. So I don't know how credible this is. That's why I say it's a rumor.
Yeah. Those guys.
But there's a rumor that Moon Knight and X-Men 97 writer Bo DeMeo
I heard that.
is rumored to be overhauling the screenplay.
Yeah.
Which, again, this is what makes... I can understand people panicking and thinking that this movie is in trouble. But as someone who's watched a lot of making-of documentaries for a lot of big movies, most movies come out with bubble gum and duct tape. So there's no reason to panic.
As much as you want to say like everything was planned and everything came together exactly the way it's supposed to be. Look, you and I work in radio. We know, part of the fun of it, but also part of the nature of being in it is knowing that something's going to go fucking wrong.
Murphy's Law make
real shit happen. Like Tombstone, one of the greater movies, one of my favorite movies. Great movie. It's directed by some guy, I think George P. Cosmatos or whatever, but almost everybody that was on the set knows that the guy who was originally supposed to direct did not know what he was doing. It was his first Hollywood movie. I can't remember his name. But Kurt Russell basically stepped in, who's been in Hollywood his whole life to that point, since he was a kid. Walt Disney died scrawling something about his name or something when he died. He was like, whoa, Kurt Russell. or something. I'll have to look that up. But he's been in Hollywood for a long time, and he literally like Michael Biehn, Bill Paxton, all the people that were Powers Booth, all those guys that were in it were like, dude, if it wasn't for Kurt Russell, that movie doesn't get made. And he was like, I don't want to, be the director or whatever, but he had to do what he had to do.
Yeah, there's so many stories of movies that have drastic changes in the script and drastic rewrites and that. It happens all the time. I do want to say that it was Blade director was Bassem Tariq was the director that stepped down.
Mm-hmm. They said and tweeted all the right things.
Yeah, it was they put
going
together a killer
direction,
cast and crew. Well, what I think. So we said that Mahershala. I always second guess myself. Like I didn't say it right, but Mahershala Ali is said to have grown frustrated with the process. He reiterated that Marvel Studios president Kevin Feige is simply spread too thin, and this is from the article. That's hardly a surprise with the multiverse saga playing out pretty much half the time the Infinity Saga, and I think that we're seeing a lot of. We saw it with the visual effects artists speaking out over the summer. I think we're starting to see it now more with directors. They are producing these things too quick, and I think look, you could argue and say, look, I keep saying, look, you could argue that they're the director, and you know what? If the studio has a release date, I'll make it and get it done in that time. I can't promise it's good. It's the studio's fault. They put that deadline on me.
Yeah.
But then you get labeled as the bad guy as the director, and then you're like, well, he's unprofessional. And it's like, I mean, shit, you look at, was it John Watts was the guy who did the MCU Spider-Man movies?
Yep.
He left Fantastic Four because he's like, I cannot make this movie in the schedule that they want. And he was burnt out. And I was like, yeah, no shit. You made 3 blockbuster movies, and the third one bringing together generations of Spider-Man storytelling. Of course you're going to be fucking tired.
That's like when the Bills made to 4 Super Bowls in the 90s in a row. It's like people don't realize that they were pretty much playing all year round almost.
So
I mean, spring camp started probably 2 or 3 months after the Super Bowl, maybe 2. So I mean, it's the same thing with blockbusters. I mean, you go from one to the other, you don't have time to slow down.
Right,
Jesus fucking Christ!
I'm not surprised if some directors.
You will have nightmares of actors screaming at you and peeing in a cup and throwing it at your face. That's a big nod to Chinatown.
Yeah. So Bo DeMayo is rumored to come in and kind of just rewrite the whole thing. It says, and again, this is rumor. Rebuilding Blade's story from the ground up following Stacey Kufor's. I'm sorry if I'm mispronouncing that. She was one of the writers on Watchmen, so that's kind of shocking that one of the writers on Watchmen has a bad script.
No,
that was a well-written show, so I don't.
I don't think that was. I don't think saying it was a bad script. Maybe just not
either.
The script that they wanted. Now, probably what's going on is Mahershala Ali heard it, or was like, okay, I'm gonna trust the process and let this kind of bear out. But here's some ideas I have, and and they tried to incorporate as best they could, but they maybe didn't, and maybe, for whatever reason, he was expecting hey, you guys have had this and come back with something that is gonna blow the doors off, and they came back with something that was underwhelming. Okay, wait a second, this is Blade's introduction to the MCU. This is, a character that people know and love, and this is what you bring me?
And this, I
guarantee you that Bo DeMayo, I guarantee you that he and Mahershala Ali are going to work probably side by side on the story together, instead of the way it was, which was Ali saying, hey, here's some of the things I want, and then them coming to him with a script afterwards. I think it's going to be better. And you know what? It probably is why Armor Wars is now a movie instead of a TV show, because next November, guess what's going to replace Blade?
Well, anyway.
Is there a fucking fly down here?
There is. Jeez.
I'm going to kill it.
Dude, please. Take that negative energy somewhere else.
No.
At first I was like, damn, that sucks to think that they lost the director so close to when they want to shoot. But again, this stuff happens all the time. I mean, shit, Back to the Future, famously, everybody knows that story that they recast a month into shooting. So shit like this happens. I just hope that they don't make it PG-13. Because let's be honest, and I know they've done a ton of work putting him in the main.
Maybe that's why he didn't like the script. Go ahead.
I know they've done a ton of work putting him in the
so
main
pissed.
canon or whatever. But no, I guarantee you, most kids don't give a fuck about Blade. Blade is much popular with an older crowd because of when the movies came out. They came out in the late 90s, early 2000s.
Maybe that's why he didn't like the script, because the script writers were told to shoot for PG-13, and he was like, "Fuck you."
Maybe, and again,
and he finally got a hold of Feige and said, "Dude,
we need a
R
Marvel
or nothing," and he was like, "Fine,
Marvel Knights or Marvel something, and make darker movies. Just do it. Who's stopping you?"
You just want revenge porn.
No, I just want Blade to actually fight vampires because, in my opinion, if you're going to make a vampire movie, it better be rated R. You better show some blood. You better show some violence because otherwise
currently in the comics, now, not currently, probably about like within the last couple months, because there's Judgment Day going on right now in the comics, which I don't give a shit about, big crossover or whatever.
Oh, yeah, it's Eternals and X-Men and Avengers. Axe. It's Axe.
It's Axe body spray, and it sucks just like it. Okay.
Judgment Day body spray.
Judgment Day body spray. We're going to tell you it's going to get you chicks, but it's just going to make you smell like a douche.
You know what we need to do after this show?
What?
We need to make that a jingle. That's a TikTok right there. Judgment Day.
Judgment Day.
Body spray.
Body spray.
It's X Judgment Day from Marvel.
Yeah, you want to get laid on Judgment Day. You want to get laid. Try some Judgment Day.
Body spray.
Body spray. Spray it up.
Lather yourself.
Spray it down.
Uh-huh.
Spray it around.
Something tells me Marvel's not calling. But anyway, Blade in the main comics, in the main continuity.
Well, okay, so right now there's a dead Celestial in the middle of the Earth in the MCU. And in the comics, there's a dead hollow Celestial, which, again, the scale is vastly different in the comics, I think, because Celestials are not, like, as big as the planet.
They're bigger.
No, they're smaller.
Yeah,
in
they
the
go
comics.
into the planet, you know.
Well, no, I'm saying like that's not a thing in the comics how they're born. Anyway, whatever. But they're smaller, but I mean they're still huge. They hollowed out a Celestial and they made it Avengers like Mountain or whatever in the comics. So I have a feeling that something similar is going to happen in the MCU some way somehow. That Celestial is going to become like the new Avengers headquarters or whatever after Armor Wars like probably ruins Avengers, whatever the compound.
Yeah.
Probably somehow that's going to happen.
It's got to happen every movie. Just
the New World Order is going to force them somehow to get into the Celestial that's trapped in the Earth. And by the time the Eternals and everything comes back, that's going to be going on out in the world. And by the time they come back to judge humanity, the Avengers are going to be in the Celestial. And the, what is it? What the fuck is his name? The name of Celestial. Arishem. Yeah. Arishem, when he comes back and he goes, okay, I'm going to judge humanity or whatever, and he's going to see that they're in the dead Celestial, and he's going to be like, oh, fuck you, man. And that's going to lead to something having to do with, I think that's how they're going to get to Secret Wars with Kang's help somehow.
Yeah.
A cosmic, like, love-hate triangle.
Yeah. Dirty.
But that's, I totally see that happening. Don't you think? Something will happen in the New World Order that'll cause, what?
I'm getting so mad because I need to remember before that movie comes out to get the drop. I got to play the wrestling theme song, NWO. New World Order.
Because you were literally making what is it? You were making gestures like you were pissed that I kept talking or something.
No, I was just pissed that I didn't think to get.
Sometimes I just read your signals.
Or
wrong.
at least Alex Jones saying New World Order. Captain America, New World Order.
Somebody's texting my ass.
And then I would say,
seriously?
Really? Come on, dude. You're failing me, soundboard.
Jesus.
Wow.
Are we waiting for an ad?
Nothing but garbage, yeah.
Yeah,
Nothing but garbage, guy.
Soundboard.
Comedy!
Jesus,
Joke's
thank you
dead.
so fucking
Joke's
much.
dead, you
yeah,
ruined
you
the-
fuck.
Comedy!
Is gone.
And I'm just sitting here thinking.
Think of the fucking comedy!
We're trying to create some, but you can't get your ass gear and stuff.
All right, let's talk about
Okay.
Armor Wars. Because now,
Mm-hmm.
with all the Blade news, you're kind of questioning. You get the Deadpool news. They're like, well, everybody needs to stop thinking about Blade. Let's give them some things to be excited about. And honestly, I think this is a good sign. I think Disney is learning. And I think they should have done this a long time ago. So anyway, this is from...
We've talked about this
is
before.
this is from Marvel's website. As announced by The Hollywood Reporter, Marvel Studios' upcoming Armor Wars...
Jesus, man.
Comedy!
All right. So Marvel Studios' upcoming Armor Wars,
Yes.
which was slated to be a series on Disney Plus, with Cheadle reprising his longtime role as James Rhodey Rhodes, a.k.a. War Machine, is now making the jump to a theatrical release. According to The Hollywood Reporter, during the development process of the series, it was decided that the story being told was better suited for a feature film rather than a Disney Plus series. Yes, Sir Lester, who has been serving as head writer on the show, is now shifting over to write the feature. I think this is a really smart move. Because I feel, and I was group chatting with some buddies, and I said I wish they would have thought this through and had this for Falcon and Winter Soldier. Because to me, that is a movie that felt better that is a series that felt as if it should have just been a movie, and that was truly, honestly, a couple of them I did feel that way, to be honest. But so I don't know. It seems like they're learning. It seems like. Maybe they're starting to understand that the 6-episode model doesn't work every time.
Well, I mean, my thing is, look, I think we've kind of hit the nail on the head. And it honestly didn't occur to me till we started recording today that, hey, yeah, maybe that's the reason why part of the reason why they've turned Armor Wars into a movie is to fill that hole, which inevitably is going to be where Blade's supposed to be. Because let's face it, right? You can't. Well, I mean, if the rewrites can't film in a couple weeks, I don't think.
Yeah, if the rewrites are like page 1 rewrites, you're not gonna have time to.
That's what I figured, and that could be part of it, but also part of it could be, the story's going to be better told in a movie format, and that is good news because that shows that they're willing to switch it up if they have to. Yeah. And let's be honest, even if they wanted to do this, they're kind of, you want to believe that they're like, you know what? This just actually fits better as a movie instead of shit. We need a movie to fill time. Yeah, we're gonna make that a movie instead of a series. Okay,
but
okay.
It's been one of those things where it's like a DC project where it's been delayed for so long. It keeps getting delayed, because remember, this was announced when they first announced Disney Plus shows, like at all at that D23.
Yeah.
So we've been waiting forever.
I remember
to
I
see
thought
this.
that was odd. I was like, why Armor Wars now? As Tony Stark is dead. It's almost not fun without Tony.
Wow. No, I actually do want to see. I am excited for Armor Wars because I think it's been so long since we've been with the Stark side of the Avengers. Because we've got
Stark.
See what I mean? Is like, so now we kind of have an idea of Thor's legacy, what he's going to be doing. We now know that Sam is the new Cap. We've got a new Black Widow. We've got a new Hawkeye. So. We haven't seen Rhodey kind of step into the Tony Stark technology.
Yeah, we've only really seen him in 2, really. Iron Man 2. In Iron Man 3, he didn't really have much of a role.
I mean, he had a big part in Infinity War and Endgame and Civil War.
But I mean, in terms of really focusing on Rhodey,
just him, yeah.
Honestly, really not since Iron Man 2, and that was Cheadle's first foray as Rhodey. So I'm excited because I think they would be really missing the boat, man, if they didn't have a Don Cheadle vehicle for the MCU at some point.
I think
he's such a good actor, and he really is good as Rhodey as well. He's got he's kind of inhabited the role. I think maybe he took it on as a favor, at first, and then he was like, "Oh, this is cool," with the
but then
the
he saw
stuff.
Like, "Oh, I can make this Marvel money."
Well, that too, but also the arc, the character arc and stuff. That did happen.
I think they should have killed him in Civil War. Personally, I think that would have been much more impactful. Don't you?
Yeah.
Why fake out his death? Like, why?
What the fuck is wrong with you?
I think they should have killed him.
Let's kill him.
Why? Because nobody
would you do
dies in
that?
the MCU. No, the only people that have like died are
Tell me more.
who?
Tony Stark, Thanos.
Chris Evans likely is getting like Steve Rogers.
Captain
is
America's
gonna
dead.
die. He's old now.
He's dead. He's dead. He died.
I'm just saying.
Captain Carter. Peggy Carter's
feel
dead.
like there would've
Peggy
been
Carter.
so much- 'cause
Peggy.
dude,
Peggy Carter's dead.
Narratively,
Peggy Carter's dead.
narratively, hear me out.
Artem Zola's dead.
Shut up. Narratively, hear me out. Okay, fucker.
Peggy Carter.
So Civil War happens. He dies in that moment. Then you see Tony at his lowest point. He loses his best friend, and then he finds out his other best friend was protecting a dude who killed his mom.
Yeah, if they would have thought, okay, probably
That
hit,
would be so much more impactful, would it not?
probably hit too close to home for him. But I'm kind of disappointed that they never went down the road. They started to, and then they backed way off. They never went down the road of Tony's alcoholism.
Yeah.
I'm kind of disappointed that they never.
They did a little bit in 2.
They started to, and then it was like just literally written off the next day
And then
because
it
he was
was-
eating donuts.
And then, yeah, Iron Man 3 was more about his panic attacks and stuff like that.
Whatever.
PTSD from the
What
fight.
the fuck ever.
What?
What the fuck ever.
No.
No.
That being said,
Yeah. I'm excited. Yeah,
it's
it'll be fun.
interesting. That being, I think it's cool again because we get to go back to the Stark part of the
Stark!
MCU,
Yeah.
which is crazy to think that we've got to this point where like I'm just imagining it.
Do you
like,
remember the end of Avengers when like it said Stark Tower on it like at the beginning of the movie, and
it
then
was
like by the end
Avengers
of it it's
Tower?
just an A, and it's the perfect A from like the Avengers thing, and you're just like, yeah, woo, you know?
Yeah,
Remember that?
those were the days.
Remember when the MCU could still surprise us?
It still can, still will.
Oh.
Oh yeah, it's a beautiful time to be alive. But that being said, I'm interested. I'm really hoping we're gonna get we're gonna rename it from Armor Wars to War Machine: Next Time Baby, and it's a multiverse movie where Terrence Howard comes through the portal. You know how long I waited this segment to make that fucking joke? So long.
Did you guys see me in Hustle and Flow or Empire? Well, I'm back, baby. Just like I said, so.
The original. That's how pissed is he right now when he sees that too? That this Armor Wars thing turned into a movie.
Hey,
like,
let's be
that
honest.
dude got fucked.
Let's be honest.
Let's be honest.
He pretty much did.
Yeah.
And no matter how much you want to love RDJ, the fact is that he could have said, "Hey Marvel, look, of course I want to make all this money, but I also want to keep, the continuity and Terrence. Maybe there's a very good chance that Terrence Howard has been known to be difficult to work with.
Yeah.
But
Yeah, and
here's the thing, though. The reason why I don't give that weight every time I hear it,
I feel like everybody could be difficult.
right, and also the fact that he's a black man in Hollywood, I'm not going to lie. I'm willing to bet there are some people that say he's difficult to work with, and he's simply requesting that he be treated with respect or whatever,
So yeah.
and because of that, like some people. So
Yeah, because that happens all the time.
I don't doubt that there are legitimate, he's difficult to work with, but I'm willing to bet that more of it, more often than not, is based on either the reputation that he has
Yeah.
or the fact that he's simply not comfortable being treated like cattle, like a lot of actors are.
It kind of also.
He wants what he wants,
Well,
and some people
I'm just-
say you're difficult if you want that.
I'm just saying.
Women
that
who
we're
try and
spending-
make waves in the business community are labeled difficult. I'm just saying.
I made a mistake. I did not want to veer completely into talking about Terrence Howard here.
No,
because-
we don't have to.
Well, no, it's fine. I'm just saying that it just kind of shows you how much he got fucked because now they're giving Rhodey his own movie and they're doing something with Rhodey.
Up to this point,
the
we have
character.
not busted out our SJW full colors, so it's good that we got that
Yes.
chance.
But well,
People
I
expect
did-
it of us now.
I'm glad that you did talk about it because I do agree with you. I think that it happens all the time where people get labeled as difficult to work with,
Mhm.
men and women,
Mhm.
and yeah, they might just be wanting, and they could be difficult to work with. I don't know. I don't fucking
Okay,
know.
you know what a great example is Katherine Heigl.
But-
No, fine.
We just move on. I want to talk about Armor Wars itself. I think we're spending too much time talking about fucking Terrence Howard. But
Well, fuck me. Okay, so we're done talking about
Terrence
Armor Wars.
Howard, come on the show.
I mean, it's gonna be fun. Okay, so what's next?
next?
Well, what else is there to
I
talk
mean,
about?
what else is good? But that's the thing too. Is like I was gonna put on the video clipping this out. Like, what is this fucking thing? Like, what is this supposed to be? Because they're saying that it's
Tony
tied
Stark's.
to Ant-Man and the Wasp.
Oh, I don't know.
Somehow it's like connected to that. And
Well, yeah, but in the original comics, Ghost used Stark's proprietary technology.
I swear to God, if we do fucking Tony Stark AI in these movies, I'm going to be very pissed off. Because as you wanted to talk about the Bruce Willis stuff, I just think that we need to let these things just end and exist in the time that they existed.
Here's the thing.
Because Bruce Willis
give you.
Let's lead it into this. So Bruce Willis sold his AI rights, so
right.
people could
So
do deep fakes of
in other words, what's happening? I had to explain this to my mom this morning because it is weird. But basically, he's retired.
It's not something we thought would ever happen.
Right. Well, he's retired from acting, and so, but he's allowed. My question is, does he get to choose who plays him? Does he have a proxy that goes to auditions and says, okay, this is for Bruce Willis, and then they have to be able to afford the deepfake technology, I guess?
I don't even think they have to do that. I think we're getting at a point because we've seen it with Star Wars, where James Earl Jones did voice Vader in Rogue One.
He's retired now. We didn't talk about that.
We can talk about that briefly, but yeah, he retired. Similar story. He retired, but he gave his deep fake, like his AI, like his likeness essentially, to Lucasfilm. And
strictly for use as Darth Vader.
And to Reese Beecher to do the role.
That's it.
And I think, yes, that is interesting. I think that's a cool idea. But with going back to the Bruce Willis thing, I don't even think they need anything other than they could just take footage of what he's saying and pull from all the stuff. Because think about it.
Because the way I heard it,
they've already built tech like this,
right? But the way I heard it is that they
did it with Joe Rogan podcast.
They're gonna have to have a guy in place acting for Bruce Willis, and then in post production they'll add right. So
that's what they did for Paul Walker when he passed away. It was his brother's body, and they deep faked his face on.
Right. Okay, but I don't think they're just gonna use. I don't know.
What, you don't think there's going to be an actor in there? So you're saying there would be a body double that would deep... I don't understand either because it's weird.
Yeah, it is.
Because there is some amazing deep fake technology out there. And with I think it's called Respeech or Respeecher or whatever. The company that does the Vader voice for... The Vader voice, yeah. For Star Wars and Lucasfilm, I think they've done a really good job. And we also, Top Gun Maverick, I have not seen this movie, but Val Kilmer cannot talk. But his son sounds remarkably like him. So
why can't Val Kilmer talk?
He had throat cancer, and he lost his vocal cord. Or he can talk, but it takes a lot of effort to do it. And it's explained. I have not watched it. I need to. Huh. It's just called Val. It's a documentary on Amazon. Yeah, it's really good. What I've heard. I've not seen it.
Whatever.
But they were able to take his son's voice and use it and use their technology and put different modulars or different magic. I mean, it's a lot of boring stuff. For me, I find it interesting just to understand the process.
I think it's
like
interesting.
The different
I want to know
techniques used, but essentially they blended his son's voice with his voice with an AI sample of his voice. And
so I mean,
so he could talk.
The way you're talking, great. The way you're talking,
I didn't finish what I was saying.
Well, what are you talking?
I'm done.
Explain.
Continue.
I don't think we need to know the process. It's like
are you
the Darth
fucking kidding me?
No,
with
it's
the
like the Darth Vader. No.
You fucker. You were talking about Terrence Howard for 10 minutes.
But
Jesus.
Here's what I want to ask you.
But we defend Terrence Howard.
If it goes the way you're thinking,
yes.
Are you saying that it's possible for somebody, if they had enough money, to make a shitty, cheap ass fucking movie, guerrilla shot, all that,
Yeah.
But if they had enough money, they could have Bruce Willis in their movie.
Dude, stop talking about that. We need to write that down because that's an amazing script. That is an amazing idea for a movie. That these dudes try to make a movie and they find somebody that looks like Bruce Willis.
Edit this out.
Yeah, you cannot have it. This is ours. We
Fuck
own
you. We know RK Outpost has the money to get this done.
That's a
Fuckers.
great but that's something to think about. You could do that, I guess.
I'm just like, that's what I'm wondering about. Like, how does it work? Like, can anybody with the amount of money buy it and then just put him in the movie?
See, my
like, are there people out there who are like, finally, my fucking fantasy gay porn of Bruce Willis? You know,
wow.
I'm saying if there's like a rich guy out there who's really into Bruce
wanted
Willis,
to see John McClane railing Rambo. I'm just saying, that's the site.
let's take it to its logical fucking
I know.
extremes. Okay,
You see it on
I'm
the,
saying is
I
that
agree with you.
right?
You're right.
That's what I'm curious about because I want to make that movie.
I don't know if I should do this now.
Yippee-ki-yay, motherfucker. Oh, I do.
You don't turn it off.
Holly!
We did it.
Think I'm fucking stupid, Hans?
Ho ho ho, motherfucker.
Now I have a gun.
You know what that is?
Ho.
No,
What?
it doesn't work.
Yeah, fuck your soundboard.
Think
man.
of the fucking comedy!
Think of a fucking soundboard that works.
I'd agree. I'd agree. I'm.
Like, thanks for just fucking putting me on blast on the podcast.
Is that Tom Brokaw?
Huh?
I was Tom Brokaw.
I was Tom Brokaw. Tonight in America,
Also,
the news.
but another
That
thing.
was a fucking spot on Tom Brokaw.
But I'm
by
not.
the way.
What's stopping? Like, it sounds weird, but the Bruce Willis thing has already happened. Fucking Tarkin in Rogue One.
No, I know that,
That's a
but
completely CGI
well, no,
guy.
right. But that was somebody's family agreeing. That's different.
I know, but what I'm saying is, like, it's not
This
out
is
of
the
the
first
realm
time-
of possibility.
Of
that
course.
you don't even have a body double.
Sure.
You just have
They had a
C-
body double, and then they mapped it on.
Yeah, sure. I fucking know how the thing works, but what I'm saying is, it's not out of the realm of possibility that
Sure.
they're totally digital.
This is
You know
different.
what I'm saying?
Well, yeah, but that would look stupid. You have to have a person in there, or else
There's
it
still
looks
uncanny
stupid.
valley no matter what. Yeah.
Thank God for that.
When you know,
Thank
it's-
God for that. The minute that we figure out the uncanny valley, we will literally destroy
Also,
ourselves.
another reason.
We will destroy ourselves.
Another reason I don't think it's wise for Bruce Willis, because I don't think that we have gotten deepfake technology can be really good, but we still haven't seen really, really believable. There's still that uncanny valley.
Yeah, and that's
Whenever
good.
So you know what I mean. But here's what I'm saying. So then, don't have them fucking in the movie. Just let these actors and these characters go. Why are we constantly trying to be like, well, the Stanley's estate signed over the rights. We're gonna get Stanley, so we're gonna get this fake fucking prop. He's not a human anymore. He's a prop. He's not a cameo. He's a prop.
So wait, they did that?
No, but they're going to.
Why?
They signed a deal. We talked about it on the podcast.
Oh,
We talked about it months ago, and it's just.
must have been.
It frustrates
sick
me
that
because I
day.
had the same exact response that I have to this, where it's like, I get what he wants to do and I get that idea, but it's like at some point we gotta just understand that we
Well,
can't keep recreating dead
sure.
actors for movies just to be like, oh,
Yeah, okay.
Point at it. It's a prop.
Fair,
they're
fair,
not people
fair.
anymore.
But again, like, my question is the level of involvement. You know, that's my
family?
big question. No, he's the one who's signing his own rights, so that's already groundbreaking.
Yeah,
Next to
Never
James
been
Earl
done,
Jones with The Voice, he's the first
oddly
one doing
timed.
it.
They're
with
like
the-
around the same time. Yeah.
Right. But my question is again, like, is it like a website, like a clearinghouse, like a Cameo, where you sign up and pay a certain amount of money, and then he, sends you like, here's the data for my deepfake shit.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
and it.
Is that what it's like? Is it going to be vanity? Like, I'm seriously, if that's the case and it's under $100,000, I'm going to buy one and I'm going to have a video of me punching out Bruce Willis, just because it would be funny to me. Because everybody will be like, yeah, you could punch out Bruce Willis, and I'll be like, here it is, and they'll be like, Yeah, Uncanny Valley, dude. And I'll be like, damn you, Bill Gates. And that's my tangent.
That's a movie. That's the climax
You know what, I got
of
a
the movie
story.
of us
I
trying
got
to
a
have
movie.
Bruce Campbell in it. Bruce Willis.
What the fuck is wrong?
Bruce Campbell join in too.
God.
We could probably get him.
Yeah.
He's a nice guy.
Mm-hmm. If we wrote a decent enough script and the craft service was good.
I'm just saying it's okay to let these characters go. 'Cause,
Yes, it is.
especially Darth Vader. Like we've seen a lot of Vader, and it's okay to just move on from the characters. You know, come up with new shit. I'm just saying. Anyway, let's talk about some shows that we watched over the week.
I was trying to get you to break. Didn't work.
Let's talk about She-Hulk.
Yeah.
The Retreat.
I don't know.
Episode 7.
I saw that some Marvel fans, and again, you can't call yourself Marvel fans if you're
Where the
not
fuck is
enjoying
Daredevil,
this
dude?
show. Yeah.
Where the fuck? Where is he, Tyler?
I read an article that said Marvel fans are disappointed by the boring episode. Hey, man. I don't know about you, but I've been reading comic books since like the 70s, man. And the fact that El Aguila and fucking Manbull and Porcupine, I'm not that familiar with Saracen. I think I know what character they're referring to, but I'm not familiar as well. But all three of those other guys, man, some of the dumbest characters in comics.
Yeah.
Some of the funnest, like, deep.
I am not a matador. I am
Such
a swashbuckler.
fucking deep fucking cuts, dude. And if you're a fan of the Marvel comics, like, you should love this stuff. You're like, oh no shit, fucking dude. Porcupine looks exactly like he does in the comics. It's awesome.
Well, it's like I said last week, and I think I've said it a couple weeks.
I'm
it's
hurting
like,
for a Yurton.
hurting for Yurton. I'm Yurton. I just think that people think this show is going to be more than what it was, and in interviews,
I may have been one of those people, but
Jessica Gao said in some of the interviews that like this is supposed to be a slice of life in the MCU. Like she's like, we've seen all of the stories with the like world-ending stuff, and it's like this was our opportunity to tell something more just everyday.
Right.
What's it like to live in this universe? And that's why I like it. And that's why it works for me. Now, and look, I could get it, man. You can be like, ooh, Daredevil. Mask, episode 5. There he is, episode 6. Oh, no, we're doing a wedding thing. Okay, well, fine, whatever. That's funny. Episode 7, we're getting Daredevil. Nothing. Well, what the fuck? Where's my Daredevil? And then I was not that guy, because I was also the guy who was like, it's She-Hulk show.
Yeah.
It's
also, it's fucking Manbull.
I guarantee you now, the biggest joke is going to be that he's going to pop up for like a few scenes, like 10 minutes, and then just be done.
I would love it. I would love it if he like. Okay, so we saw in the trailer like he flips over and then he like stands up or whatever.
And then there's
another
scene when she's
I
like,
would
I think
love
I
it
like this guy.
if it was the last thing of the entire series. It was like the the stinger at the end of the credits. You know what I mean?
That's it. That's all.
She's walking to her car at night or something, and he's like, and he just comes out of nowhere and is like, "We gotta talk." Just like, whoa, like, oh, so many fucks would be triggered, dude.
That's what it's gonna be now. I'm telling you.
What is going on now?
I'm telling you.
Good. Somebody I know
is shitting in my pants.
Somebody shit in my pants.
I thought it was. Yeah, it could be considered a slower episode, but I think it was a big character developing episode. Where
first of all, it
she's coming to terms.
Yes, and what have we been talking about this entire time? About the show and what the driving force behind it is. It is the exact opposite. Yeah, yes,
of learning to that She-Hulk is more liked, and like because
people like Bruce Banner, people don't like the Hulk, people don't like Jen Walters. They love She-Hulk.
She's the athletic, popular girl, and I get to turn into.
What have we been talking about every fucking week about this show?
I knew what this show was going to be about,
and that's why we like it, because we got it,
dude. Go back to last week, wedding. Every time she tries to just be Jen, she can't. Because then Titania shows up and wants to fight, and she's like, "Well, fuck, now I gotta."
Well, now we find out that Josh is a fucking asshole.
That prick,
son of a bitch! You touching my Titana? Sorry, not mine. But ours. She's ours. We got her back.
Tatiana?
Yeah, Maslany.
Oh. See, that's the problem with having an actress be Tatiana and then a character be Titania. It's very confusing. Yeah, no,
No,
I watched
no.
that. And I thought it was funny.
I should say we got Jen Walters back.
I watched it with.
Because she's playing the character.
I watched it with Ashley, and I was like, what if? Because she had mentioned it to me. She's like, I think Eric might be a spy, and I was like, before we started watching it, I go, Eric's gonna be a spy. I feel like this could be. Yeah, I think you're right. And then sure enough, motherfucker, he's got her blood now. Now they're going to try and make more Hulks.
I really liked how the Wrecker showed up. That makes a lot more sense because...
How did he get...
Well, first of all, he does get the crowbar from Enchantress in the comics.
Yeah.
I know Absorbing Man also gets... I'm not sure if it's Enchantress who gives him her powers. His powers. I got caught up on those damn pronouns again. What is this world coming to?
Remember when I could...
Remember I could just say him and her? Damn it!
Even though I still can.
Man!
Bullshit.
Forget being embarrassed for a moment or two every couple of weeks. I want to make sure people... Anyway, let me get off my soapbox. What was I talking about?
Enchantress in the crowbar.
I really like how they kind of showed more of that in the episode so that I could see it again because I don't think I noticed that the first time.
Oh, and you know what else?
I heard her say Asgardian construction worker, which is a reference to Sigurd Jarlsson. No, I heard her say that.
I know, but I also, we talked about that in the other episode.
Right, when we reviewed the episode,
it
finally hit me because you kind of brought it to my attention like, oh, yeah, okay, shit.
Yeah, that happened.
Yeah, look at that.
Yeah, it did happen.
But it's a reference to Sigurd Jarlsson, which was one of Thor's nicknames when he was on Earth. He was a construction worker in New York.
Of course, that's because we had to make an alias for Thor.
That's a reference to the Asgardian construction
By the way,
worker.
that's the best thing the movies have done. It's just been like, fuck it, he's Thor. Why do we even bother with the Donald Blake thing? He's Thor. Why did he?
To be honest, yeah, it would really clutter the fucking movies up because you'd have to have a different actor play
and then
Don
are they
Blake.
do the stupid? I can't use Mjolnir because I've been Donald Blake for too long.
God,
That's
30.
stupid.
It's 30 seconds. It was 30 seconds of the comic books.
If I'm within 30 seconds of the fucking hammer,
if I haven't touched the hammer in 30 seconds, I'm just Donald Blake again with a stick.
Constantly just stroking Mjolnir. Like,
so wait a second. So at 29 seconds, if you grab the stick, or if you grab. Like at 31 seconds, if you grab the stick,
over. No more. Thor.
Hang on. No, that's not it. If you grab the stick at 31 seconds, because it's a stick now, and you're just Don Blake and you're in space, can you just tap it on something and become Thor again, and then just not let go of it again? You fucking idiot! Why did you let go of it?
Tyler,
wrap it around your wrist.
Tyler, you're literally proving how stupid the Donald Blake is.
Wrap it around your damn wrist.
I do appreciate in Ragnarok that he had the umbrella, like Donald Blake, but it wasn't.
Yeah.
That's the best part of it.
Yeah.
Anyway, excuse me.
Wow.
I really liked. I really did like the therapy session because it was really. It's so frustrating because so many people. And look. Are there moments in this show that can come off preachy? I could see that.
Yes, we've talked about it. Yeah.
I think that's fair. However,
that's a fair criticism.
I think because some of them think it's so anti-man that they don't realize how there are good men in this show. Pug is a great guy.
Yeah. Emil Blonsky is a great guy. The guys in the therapy session are great guys.
Yes, that was a really nice moment. But that's what I mean. It's like she was like to see that that moment. It was like it's the pretty girl. She's the athletic girl, and I can turn into her. And it's like, and again, it's such a cool idea to be like how it's so different than Hulk, where it's like she's so.
And that's
insecure.
The way it's in the
She's she's not. I'm not saying
grifters.
I'm not saying she's insecure, but she she's like anybody else that has self-confidence issues, and then boom, she can turn into this giant green superhero, and
right?
Yeah,
who everybody loves,
right? And it was a really nice moment.
Here's I got to be honest.
Oh, the part when they chant "delete" it was hilarious.
Yeah,
delete it.
With the part, okay, so obviously the intelligentsia thing has been going on for like a week or two now on the show.
Yeah.
And honestly, there was a part of me that was like they were trying to get her to be Jen Walters, so then they could ambush her in the therapy session.
Yeah.
And then get her blood or whatever. I was worried about that for a second when I was watching the episode, and then I paused it to see how much time was left. I'm like, there's not that much time.
I also wouldn't be surprised,
and I'm glad they didn't do that because that's a stupid twist.
I think the twist is going to be that Abomination's still a villain.
I'm sure that has something
Got
to
to
do
be
with
the
it.
final episode,
Right, but
She's
I
got
really
her and Daredevil fight
got-
Abomination.
No, I got to be honest. I really like Abomination the way he is now. Just chill, like, all right, man.
Hey, man, I don't want to be in your Thunderbolts movie. I'm not doing it. I'm staying here in my resort. Tim Roth is great in the show. I love him so much.
I fucking love Tim Roth in general.
He's great in Reservoir Dogs. He's done other stuff, but that's the one I always remember because that's
Here's
the one
a
where he's
tip.
bleeding out on the floor. And it's
Did
like,
you-
shit, man.
Did you know that in the opening scene, Tarantino tells you who the snitch is?
I was too distracted by the foot because it's a Tarantino movie. There's got to be some gratuitous foot shot.
What? In the first opening scene.
Oh yeah, you're right. It's about halfway through. I'm sorry. Anyway, she what's
Do you want to hear how?
Oh, I also find it really funny
Just walk by it.
that they're totally nonchalant about wrecking her car.
Right.
It happens. I'm sorry.
Apologize with money to my car.
Yeah.
That was funny.
Apologize with the money. Also, was that a funny product placement joke?
Kind of.
You
I don't
hit
know.
my Prius Prime. Your Prius Prime is like they said. Like I feel like that was.
I
kind
mean,
of a,
it wouldn't surprise me, but I don't know if it was
You've seen those
intended.
cheesy car commercials
Yeah.
that MCU characters have been doing, so I wouldn't be surprised if it wasn't.
Yeah, fuck 'em.
That's a funny.
Fuck them.
Whoa, lordy! All right.
So I give the episode a 8 out of 10.
8 She-Hulks
out of 10 She-Hulks, and the reason why I gave it an 8 instead of a 6 because.
Nothing. Don't worry. Sorry.
The reason why I gave it an 8 out of a 6 instead of a 6, I gave it an extra point because it wasn't the greatest episode, but I loved the deep cuts again. Loved how they actually talked about these are actual human beings wearing suits. And like, oh, maybe you should put it back on until you get it dry cleaned.
Oh yeah, he took his mask off.
Yeah, and it was,
Codependency.
dude, he looks exactly like the fucking comics. It was really
Also,
cool. Anyway,
I love that those two were codependent.
yeah.
And then when she said that, and when he did the codependency,
Mm.
and then there's like, all right, why don't you two split up? And he's like, you see what you did? Like,
I really just enjoy I really enjoy how pissed off like simpletons get. Like simple-minded people get over nothing. And they're so pissed off that Daredevil hasn't shown up. Well, again, it's She-Hulk's show. They're so pissed off because it's anti-man. Well, there's plenty of redeemable and wonderful men characters written in the show, but because you are just hearing from some douchebag on YouTube what's wrong with it, you wouldn't know that.
Also, I like to point out that they don't actually in the show itself portray the doctor that she hooked up with as a bad guy.
No, in fact, no.
You could kind of read that when he left, but maybe he did. See, the thing is he's under the pretense that she doesn't know. He doesn't know that she can turn back, or she turns like he doesn't know the
thing
whole.
the thing that bugs me when I was watching
and
this
even
episode.
in the courtroom scene, he's not treated as a bad guy.
No, but the thing that bugs me about this episode more than anything is that I totally get where she's coming from when she's waiting for the text. Like, I totally fucking get it, right? Even though Josh turns out to be an asshole anyway because he's,
It's
whatever.
a relatable thing. Everybody's been there.
But before we know that, right, it's like, okay, yeah, like, what the fuck? What did I do wrong? What, you're spinning out, right? I totally get that, but I just know that there's fucking assholes out there who are like, oh, well, that's what you get for sleeping. You know what I mean?
Giving it up. Yeah. She's a whore. I didn't get that one.
And by the way, if you are a guy who will literally spend...
Think of the fucking comedy!
By the way, there's nothing illegal with being a guy and stringing a girl along to get her in bed, and then once you get her in bed, completely ghost her. There's nothing illegal about that.
It's just you're a bad dude.
You're just a shithead.
Yeah.
Yeah. You're a fucking dick.
It's not illegal.
No. But you are a
You're just
dick,
shit.
and you shouldn't be allowed to date any women in my family
It's
because
just-
I'll kill you. No,
Just
I'm
like
just
if
kidding.
you cheat on someone, it's not illegal, but
No.
you're still shitty.
But you're still a shitty human
Yeah.
being. Yeah.
Exactly.
It's not illegal to go on YouTube and lie for money, but you're still a shitty human being.
Mm.
Is that too soon?
I'm gonna have to sneeze.
Yeah. You know what Jake's allergic to? Grift.
Bullshit. Oh,
Grift. Bullshit.
Bull grift.
Bull grift.
Nice.
I like how there's the breath in there.
Nice.
Think of the fucking comedy!
I hope that we get a comment on this one that's like, well, you guys just have to use sound drops from these guys to make your funny
And
stuff.
I say, you know who else does?
Tiki Watiti.
Duh.
Yeah.
I like
so
it.
I don't know.
I'm excited to see. I'm excited to see what else comes along. I'm excited to see what else comes along, and I've been very satisfied with the show so far. I think it hits all the notes of the character in the comics, all that.
Okay.
Big fan.
Let's have
still.
a friendly wager. I bet that we will see.
If we're gonna bet, I want your house.
You're so cutthroat. I'm fucking going for it. I'll take the house.
You saw me at your bachelor party. All right, everybody, Annie in 5 cents. I bet $1.50. Well, fuck. Looks like Tyler ruined the poker game
I said
again.
A friendly wager, meaning like I gotta buy you.
I did ruin the
a
poker
s-
game at the bachelor party, though.
a 6-pack of sodas or
Hey,
singers or whatever.
I think I got a pretty good hand. I'm gonna Annie in 10 cents. I'm gonna go ahead and raise $5. Well, fucking thanks, Tyler.
Name one Little Debbie snack cake you would want, and that will be the wager.
Ooh. To be determined.
I'm talking,
TBD.
I'm talking Hostess. I'm talking
TBD.
Zebra.
Because I'm not sure right now. You know, if I win,
Anyway.
it'll be yes. What's the
A-
friendly wager?
You know what? We'll phrase it this way: a tasty treat. That's the wager. Our favorite Little Debbie snack cakes.
What?
I am betting
Yes.
that Daredevil will be in the last 2 episodes. Meaning, if he's only in the last episode, you get yourself some Little Debbies. What do you think?
Right. So you're saying he has
last
to be
2 episodes.
and
he has to show up in episode 8.
I will give you even an end credit stinger in the next
as
episode.
long as he shows up at all.
That counts in
All
the
right.
2. You know what I mean?
All right, that's the wager.
Because that's technically in the episode.
Yeah, technically.
So even if he doesn't show up till like the
And-
very end credit stinger. Oh yeah, right there.
Hold on.
I bet he doesn't show up until the end of the very last episode.
Let's be dramatic. Tyler and I, we have cut each other's hands,
I'll drink your blood.
and that is the deal. No, but
What?
blood sacrifice. Extending my hand. Tyler's
Why are we
extending
doing this?
his.
There's nobody seeing us.
I'm narrating. I'm doing play-by-play of it, so they understand that we are shaking hands. Gentlemen's
Don't
agreement.
touch me.
Little Debbie wager. Matt Murdock. Wait, is it Matt Murdock or Daredevil? Which? Because now we can get real in the weeds on the bet, and we just pulled the draft.
No.
We got a DraftKings going here.
Yeah, no. This is the way it's gonna go.
Just
Straight up. Matt
Charlie
Murdock
Cox has to be in the episode.
and or Daredevil. Sure, Matt Murdock and or Daredevil
either one
has to be.
has to be in the episode.
It has to have a presence, an on-screen presence
Has to be there.
in the last 2 episodes, both for you to win. And we will still count like an end credit stinger at the end of the next episode because that's still 2
and
episodes.
if he doesn't show up at all this next episode, you win.
I bet that he doesn't show up till the very end of the last episode, and then it leads into his show because they're filming that.
So
right
are
now.
you saying? Well, but so.
It doesn't lead into a show, but the next time we see him,
Well,
we'll
I
be
don't
in
think
that
there's a
show.
specific. The speculation really is, or the real wager is episode 8. So if he doesn't show up in episode 8, you win.
I know.
So gentleman's agreement. Little Debbie's wager.
Little Debbie's wager.
I said zebra cakes.
What?
Hostess.
What?
Oatmeal cream pie. Cosmic brownies.
What?
Ding dongs.
What?
Ho hos.
What?
Muffin sticks.
What?
Honey buns.
What?
Little bunt cakes.
Think of the fucking comedy!
All right, let's talk about Andor.
No, I want to do that some more.
Somebody has
so-
crashed their car because they're like, I can't listen to this shit anymore.
God, fucking.
Somebody's clicked off, written a nasty YouTube comment. You guys fucking suck.
I hope so.
I hope so. Bring it.
No, because let's be honest. Like every time,
let's unpack it.
every time you comment on something, all you're telling me is that you listened and you watched. So joke's on you, because
Joke's on you. We'll
and
take those.
And here's the thing:
views.
you got so upset over little stupid me and whatever saying and doing something that you had to comment. You just had to comment, and you couldn't be troubled with spelling
just
and
looking at
pronunciation.
They're looking at their keyboard and they're like,
I'll drink your blood.
Pretty much.
So Andor, did you catch up? Did you watch episodes?
I did. I watched both 3 and 4 today, which is good because I just
recording on Saturday.
I really gotta have to be honest. This is one of the most powerful shows to me, and what it says is, I've talked about my struggles with anxiety and depression before, and sometimes when life has gotten me to the point where it's just as I've gotten older and whatnot, I kind of tend to want to withdraw from society, if you will. I tend to want to just stay inside the house and not go anywhere. And there have been times that I've thought about just running away and just, dropping my phone somewhere and just running away and never being found again. And the reason why I would never do that is because I wouldn't want anybody that cares about me to wonder what happened. Mm-hmm. To wonder if they did something, or to wonder, I couldn't do that.
I think most people, I think a lot of people have had that feeling of like just throwing your phone away and just being away from everyone for a while.
But Andor is something of it's dealing with goodbyes in such a way that it's really hit me hard, kind of. A little bit. The fact that he was basically taken away from Kenari, probably for the best for him, I'm sure.
Planet, yeah.
Sure.
Pretty much everybody.
His fucking robot. Oh my god!
After
Like that robot breaks my fucking heart,
after
man.
the mining accident, everybody left.
So,
yeah. No. BB is or B. Is it B3?
BB EMO or something? B4 EMO? I don't remember.
B2 EMO, I'm pretty sure.
B2B EMO? I don't know.
B2 EMO? Come on.
They just call him B.
But B is great. And
is
it's
he a
because
bumblebee?
like we talked
is he a fucking
about
bumblebee?
It's like we talked about before. Wow, dude.
Think of the fucking comedy!
It's like we talked before that he's like an actual prop. He's not CG'd, And you
can tell a lot of the stuff.
It sounds so novel, but man, when real light hits a real object, it makes a big difference. And to see that he's more of a motorized thing and like actually emotes, and you identify pretty quick with the little guy, the little red guy.
Well, it deals with the music is so good, and it deals with, again, my thinking is that this theme deals with goodbyes and whether or not, you go through your life and you think this is going to be, you think ahead and you're like, this is going to be my story and stuff. And you don't realize when you're younger, you don't realize it doesn't really work that way. It just doesn't.
Life has different plans.
Yeah, you can plan out your life. And I'm sure there's people who've gotten close.
They're like 5 years old. They know what they want to do. They go and they do it. There's people that exist that do
but
that.
Life happens to change things.
Not a lot of people do, though.
Right. But life happens sometimes to change all that. And what is your story? What is your story going to be? How does Andor get to where he is in Rogue One?
Yeah.
How does he get there?
Which is like a 3-year span, right? This is
it's
like
5 years. I thought it was 5 before the Battle of Yavin.
I couldn't tell you. So I would say you're probably right.
Because Rogue One takes place around the same time as A New Hope.
Yeah, it's literally like right before A New Hope.
Like a week or two or so.
Yeah.
A month or two or so. So, but I remember the very first episode, I believe it said 5 BY, which is before Yavin.
Okay.
I believe.
Either way, we're seeing this like short amount of time watching Cassian Andor turn into the guy that we saw in Rogue One, and I do love the idea that the first time we see him in Rogue One and in Andor is he kills someone to kind of let you know of what kind of adventure this is going to be. I think, with episode 3...
I loved watching the fucking corpos just get fucking blown away.
So funny,
it was awesome.
funny story. The in-laws stopped by to visit and help watch my son while I went to work on Friday. Before I went, they just were hanging out, and they had to catch up on She-Hulk and Andor, so I was like, perfect. I could get a refresher of these shows before I talk about them. But I rewatched the first 3 episodes, and I could tell you on rewatching those, I really fucking like this show.
Andor,
because going back and watching...
Dude, Stellan Skarsgård is so fucking good, man.
Well, just going back and watching the episodes again and kind of just sitting with the dialogue and everything and just like how smart brilliantly written it is. Like the part that we talked about in the last review we did, where we talked just again seeing that scene and seeing his CO just be like, look, they went to a brothel we're not supposed to do. They were drinking on duty, which they're not supposed to do.
And it turns out,
They
yeah,
got into a fight
he
with
should have just let it go.
They got into a fight with someone and they got killed.
And guess what? It turns out he should have. Here's
and then
the
that
thing.
dude with the mustache, who was the most logical one, gets fucked over in the fourth episode.
Here's the thing. And I know people are gonna balk at this and stuff, but those corpos are clearly representatives of.
They're cops.
Yeah.
Yeah. This show is just unabashedly fucking
And
anti-cop.
so to kind of see that kind of authority figure, which is just like shouldn't have that kind of authority, get fucking just.
And it drives
just
me,
get fucking whoops.
And it drives me so insane. And I don't get how people cannot view Star Wars as always being political. It has wars in its name. When you
literally yes.
When you say war, that's a political impact.
Do you not know that war is political?
You can't have war without politics.
You literally can't.
Yeah. But anyway, but just. People, there's some people that talk about
people
how
don't shout across borders. Okay,
there's people that talk about how this doesn't feel like Star Wars, and I'd say that's total bullshit because these corpos are fascist cops.
They're they're imperial lights. They're imperials light.
And that's the funny thing is we even make the joke. We kind of joke about it in the fact where we see the dudes in the council in the white robes. It's like those corpos are fucking nobodies that are in this one squad. And again, that's the world building of like how meticulous it is. Like, this is our sector. This is our jurisdiction. And da-da-da-da-da.
Dude, I love
it.
The behind the scenes into the intelligence of the Imperials.
Yeah. Real quick.
So fun.
I knew I would love this episode. Episode 4, the one that just came out this week.
Yeah.
Because we finally got to see a little bit of the inner workings of the Empire. And I am a nerd for that political shit. And look, I have my problems with the prequels and their politics because I just...
But I love the scenes in the Senate.
This is different because this feels compelling. I'm sorry, George, but some of the dialogue...
Did you ever see the Simpsons episode where they're watching the prequels?
Yeah.
And they're doing the Senate or whatever, and like it's like an hour later and they're still doing the Senate, and like, oh my god! And finally an AT-AT like bursts in, and they're like, finally, and it's like. And then he goes, point of order, and he starts saying something, and they're like, well, you have to wait until your turn. He goes, okay, and this AT-AT sits down and opens a newspaper.
Sorry. No, look, that's a fair
point
thing
of
to
order.
say. I just didn't find the political scenes in those prequels as compelling as I do with this. I think, like, when he's...
Well, this is more desperate.
Yes.
The stuff that happened in the prequels was large and affected so many different people.
Even in the prequels, we still didn't get an inner working of the Empire. We kind of saw how Palpatine did all the things he did to become the Emperor, but we don't get to see what we're seeing here, which is like just, again, how boring and meticulous these are, and like how...
It's a bureaucracy.
And it's a fascist system, so yeah, of course it's going to be like this. And my favorite thing was that dude, the head dude, who said, we're doctors. We're here to clean out infections. And so it's like, that is such a beautifully written line that these... And this is...
I like that guy a lot. He's a good actor.
And why
perfectly cast.
I like this show, at its core, it is an immigration story. It's a story about radicalization.
Oh, and by the way...
so fucking smart.
I know that no grifters will probably get this because they're too focused on other stupid shit.
Yeah.
But what they won't notice, probably, is that all of the Imperials are humans.
Yeah.
You know? And so they might think, well, the Imperials are they're inclusive. Like, look, no, they're not actually, because the Imperials have a strict no aliens or no non-human rule.
Wait, like almost like a master race, like a Nazi.
Yeah, weird, right?
It's almost like the stormtroopers are Nazis.
Yeah, you never see an alien stormtrooper.
It's almost like all the officers are white dudes.
What? It's almost like Homelander is not supposed to be somebody you're supposed to look up to.
It's crazy stuff. No, man, this show, again, I went back and rewatched episode 3, and the scene where, is it Stellan Skarsgård?
Yeah. Well, Luthen his character.
Yeah. When he shows up and has that conversation with Andor, that was fucking good. And then to have the tension of that with the corpos going through the town, intercutting it is so great. Also, shout out to Tim being a fucking piece of shit. Still mad at that dude. How did he pull Bix, by the way? How did it?
Right?
That dude.
Damn. Also, I mean, here's my thinking is that if he's such a shit that he thinks he did so wrong that she'll never forgive him, so that's why he acted the way he did to get killed. And dude, seriously, you're a fuck in so many ways, dude. Not only are you a fuck for telling, but you're a fuck because, dude, you literally hadn't. I would love that life, man.
Yeah.
You wake up, you have a purpose every day. You make a meager living. You have somebody beautiful to go home to.
Yeah.
You're in love. You know.
So what did you think of the Mon Mothma scene in episode 4?
Loved it. I loved all.
I liked that he did like a little disguise, and they had this whole front with the sword.
I liked after he got his thing on, and he was like trying it out.
Yeah, like,
that was cool.
But yeah, I love that they had like a little back room that was all coordinated and stuff. I like again.
But we don't think about that either. Like,
this is how you do politics.
She goes
in
into
Star
the
Wars
bank
movie.
and all new faces. You know, like, I mean, it's totally true. Like, guerrilla politics, like she's trying to do, is not easy. And we're seeing that. We're being kind of introduced to the fact. And by the way, Mon Mothma's husband, how did you pull her? Because you're a fuck. You were a fucking dildo, man.
You believe this shit.
Yeah, dude, he is a piece so far. I mean, maybe they'll kind of come around on it, but so far he's clearly like a piece of shit. And I don't know. I can't imagine that she trusts him with any of the rebellion shit because he's clearly such a societal, you know, he's a society climber, you know. Nice fucking back fucking
Social
ponytail
ladder.
too, douchebag. Nice kimono, douchebag.
Kimono is what I'm saying.
You know, kimono, kimono, yes. Wait.
Think of the fucking comedy!
Kimono.
Yeah. That's right. Nice.
Nice.
What?
All right. So what did you think of him joining like the rebels in episode 4? Like,
Yeah, I mean, I'm
dynamic.
excited to see how that goes along, but
Saw Gerrera's name
they
got dropped.
They mentioned him. Yep. No, I'm just excited to see this different side of the rebellion, the underside of it. You know, the shit that we saw in most of the Star Wars movies.
Yeah.
The rebellion, and there's a great Cracked article. I can't remember who it's by, but they talk about the reason why the sequel trilogy was doomed is because of the crawl. You have Star Wars, A New Hope, whatever.
Yeah.
They have that crawl. It's very clearly defined what's going on in the galaxy. But in the sequel trilogy, it's like, what the fuck is going on?
Luke Skywalker is gone.
No, but what they're like, none of it makes any sense. Okay, so if the Republic is the government and the First Order is like a legitimately recognized government, then the Republic is illegally funding a terrorist organization called the Resistance to attack the First Order?
Yeah.
Because they can't do it because that's war. And then wait a second. They destroy the system where the capital is of the Republic and it dissolves completely? Well, that wasn't very... I mean, it's a great article because you're like, yeah, that's why. Because the scope of what's going on in the galaxy during the sequel trilogy is not known. It's not explained very well. Sci-fi only works as well as the world building.
Yeah.
That's why the original trilogy was so good. That's why even the prequel trilogies surpassed the sequel trilogy because the story was important. The world building was important.
Okay.
And he
that's
built...
just some people's opinion.
You think the prequels are worse than the sequel?
If I'm being totally honest, I don't really like the prequels or the sequel.
Well,
trilogy.
no, but if I had to pick one, I'd rather watch the sequel or the prequels.
Yeah, I really do not like those prequels.
Suck it.
Wow.
No, the reason why I'm talking about that is because I've always liked to see. It's always been clear what the stakes are in the Star Wars era. This era of A New Hope and Return of the Jedi and Empire Strikes Back. Okay,
Yeah.
sorry I didn't say them in order. Somebody's gonna
Don't come at me.
I can't
Internet.
believe you didn't know that Return of the Jedi was after Empire Strikes Back.
Stupid cook. You gonna drop the mic?
Sorry.
it's close.
Okay. Sorry about that, everybody. So this is cool because we know what the scope is in the big picture, but now we're seeing like the little people at the bottom, and that's why I think Rogue One was so successful.
Yeah, because it's showing you a side of this era of Star Wars that you haven't seen before.
And the
You
underbelly,
You haven't seen them. We talked about She-Hulk being a slice of life. This is kind of like a slice of life of like what it was to live under the Empire's fascist regimes.
What happens to spies after they do their job? Are they rewarded with medals and shit?
I can't wait for the episodes where he infiltrates the Empire because those are going to be super intense.
But what happens to like spies? Like in every
they always end up dead.
They either end up dead or basically discommunicate or excommunicated.
Yeah.
Because
Get
why
burned, burn notice.
Why
Bruce
would you?
Campbell.
Why would you want to spy after they've done their job? They can't be trusted. They're literally not to be trusted.
Yeah. Well, it's like we talked about last week. The show's about
So
loyalties.
Right.
And who to trust.
We're seeing these people who will never see any sort of recognition for what they're doing. They cannot and they will not see recognition for it.
The guys on the ground that are doing this to part of the rebellion to fight these guys.
But they believe so strongly that they're willing to show up and do what they can. Do you think?
I
was about to go full fucking snowflake, dude.
Well,
do you think when I show up to protest that I expect to get fucking credit?
Oh God! Well, getting it now, Mr. White Savior.
I'm here to save this abortion rights protest.
I'm here to lead this BLM.
Listen,
rally.
all you, yeah, right. Can you imagine some dude showing
Super
up in
white
front of
liberal?
Dude, that's going to be a sketch.
That's write that one.
Can you imagine a guy showing up at the protest in front of Kim's house and being like, "Ladies, I got this."
I think I speak for my black friends. It's like, whoa, dude.
I don't know how soon that guy would be torn apart.
What are we talking about? Andor.
We're being SJWs like Biden instructed us to be.
But that scene where Stellan Skarsgård says to him, he's like, do you want to fight these bastards for real? It's such a good, well-delivered line and such an impactful one of like how he's saying that Tyler's dying off mic.
Not so much off mic. Continue.
Yeah, you done?
No!
No.
Think of the fucking comedy!
Took it too far.
When we get huge, I'm going to be like, I totally disown episode 66. And they'll be like, why? I'm like,
whoa, we're talking about Star Wars.
potato
Order
head.
66,
Too much
episode
potato head.
66.
Too much potato head. What?
All right. But it's such a great, impactful line because he knows he's cutting right to the core of what Cassian wants. Because
Do you want to hurt them or do you want to just keep stealing their trinkets?
It's like, oh, you're really hurting them? No, like let's get in there and fucking fight them and be a part of the rebellion. And it's cool to see. Again, it's cool that we're seeing that journey of Andor to what he becomes in Rogue One. And like I said last week, it is not that I hate prequels. It's that, again, I feel like some prequels shouldn't be made. Some things I don't really care about. This, to me, works as a prequel because it's in an era of Star Wars we've never been in.
Right.
They're showing me things that I've never seen before.
What do we always?
And it's not just being fan service.
Yeah. What do we always talk about prequels? There's no stakes. With Obi-Wan especially.
And you could argue Andor has no stakes because we know he dies in Rogue One.
Sure.
You can argue that.
But it's different because in Obi-Wan, how to put this?
You know that
there are stakes in this show, mainly because we know that he dies eventually and doesn't, make it past the fucking battle.
By the way, it was my favorite thing about Rogue One
right.
is that they all died because it's like, again, it shows you the impact and the level.
Right, and nobody will remember their names.
No. But they fought.
And we do as
but
an audience.
It talks about anytime.
But do you think on Coruscant anywhere there's a fucking statue of Cassian Andor?
Well, yeah,
no.
And again, it ties into the original themes that George Lucas had, where it was these people with inferior technology, inferior resources rose up against this big, mighty empire. That's what this story has always been about. And you saw that in Rogue One, and you're seeing it in Andor. You're seeing the struggle that they're going through. And dude, how did you not fucking when he's talking to B and B can't respond to him and they're tracking him? That's fucking heartbreaking.
Yes,
I care about these people because I know they die, but
dude, but when she was like, That's when it stops. That's when you have to be worried. It's like, shit.
Shut up. Also, I love that the Karn got fucking chewed out in episode 4.
Butthole got chewed
And again, maybe we thought it was so lethargic because we saw cops actually living with their actions.
I got to be honest. I thought the best part of that was when he was going to his home or wherever on Coruscant.
Yeah.
And he kept going down. Like, like the farther you go down on Coruscant, the worse, the less you have.
Because, this dude is trying to make a name for himself. He's trying, because it's a show
he's
about.
He's going to turn into somebody.
It's a show about radicalization. And he's someone that fucking buys the bullshit and is hardcore fashy washy.
Things don't work unless we.
All right, that's enough talking about Andor. Episode 3, I give it. I give it 3 dudes hammering the bell out of 5, and then I give episode 4.
I just like it. I don't give ratings.
7.
I don't do ratings.
7. I got nothing. 7 out of 10.
20 minutes after I gave a very clear rating for She-Hulk episode 7, I refuse to. I don't do ratings.
Well, Tyler, it's been an honor, and I feel like
we don't have alarm
anybody
box?
that's listened this far has been
Misery. That's what you've chosen.
Oh, they've seen a lot of it.
What?
back to the show.
Is it long box time?
Yeah, it's time for that big ol'
Okay, pause it for a second.
long box.
Think of the fucking comedy!
God, I wish that.
It doesn't quite do it. I thought it was gonna do it.
Man, I would
All right,
love.
we're gonna-
I would love to hear him doing that with the fucking effect.
Yes, we fucked up. We're gonna stop using that drop. We're using it too much. It's a new drop. We gotta play with it.
Yeah, think about when we first got. Where's Skeletor?
I'll drink your blood.
Oh, Skeletor.
Do you have any Skeletor
No,
anymore?
not anymore.
I could write a book about what you don't know. What? Do you don't even have what?
What? That's all I got for you. I'm sorry.
Son of a bitch. So who's going first?
Who went first last week?
I don't really care. I'm just saying, go or I'll go.
Just go. You fucking go or I'll go. I don't care, man.
Where the fuck were you during? Sorry. I'm so sorry.
Blow out my eardrums.
Where the fuck? Where the fuck were you?
Actually, you know what?
At the
I'll
rundown
start.
meeting, you son of a
I'll
bitch.
start, you cock.
Okay.
So mine's a video.
If you're gonna criticize our show, criticize the fact that we
This.
don't know how to use the mics.
Criticize that.
That's
we're
a fair
never
criticism.
prepared.
Yeah, dude. You know what I hate about this show? Fucking Tyler Allen sometimes blows out my fucking speakers. Okay, fair. That's fair.
Him and his cuck mouth.
His cuck mouth. All
Anyway.
ringed with red lipstick like a girl.
I want to kiss him. What?
I want to kiss his mouth
Anyway, I'll start.
after I drink a bush.
Light. I'm gonna light up this show with some facts about things that I like.
Hurry the fuck up.
Oh my god. My thing is a video game, so Tyler doesn't care.
Oh my god.
It's a game that I probably wouldn't have played if it wasn't on Game Pass, because I have Xbox Game Pass. It was something that just popped up on one of their new releases.
It just popped up.
It just showed up in my algorithm. And I saw the cover. I was like, oh, that looks interesting. And then I kind of looked at it. And what's cool about this game is it's a throwback to, and the genre now is called the boomer shooter. And what boomer shooter is, if it's a game like Doom, where you're fighting a bunch of enemies in an enclosed space and you're constantly just moving around the map, finding different ways to fight them and getting armor and getting health and all this stuff. And that's very much what this game is. It's unabashedly like Doom. And
I keep thinking you say Dune, and I'm like,
I know.
Oh?
I do it too.
Oh?
So that's why I like emphasize the M.
Doom, ma.
The one with the demons and the Maz.
The one with the bad movie.
Yeah. And you got the good one though. But the soundtrack fucking is great. I listened to it on Spotify, like just driving around. It's just so good because it's this like marching, like heavy metal
I don't
synth
know.
shit.
I don't know if I believe you.
Well, but the art style is really cool, and it looks like a little bit better graphics, a little bit updated N64 looking game, and
Cool.
I really dig how the retro feel to it. Like when you go on the there's a menu to go to different levels, and when you get on the menu, you look like fucking Super Mario. Like you're literally like walking to the next map, and then each map is super short. And I think what really gets when it boils down to me and loving it. Will you stop?
Sorry.
Unzipping your pants over there, man. You know, I'm in the studio. I'm in my undies, man. That's the rules. I'm a hanging
I
brain.
refuse to wear pants during a show. All right.
Anyway, it's just I think what it boils down to for me is I'm at this part where there are some like the new God of War comes out. I'm gonna dedicate time to that story-driven game, but I think a lot of the times I'm just looking for games where I can just jump in and just sit down and play like an hour or
With
two.
myself. What?
Yes, before bed.
Technically, that's true.
And that's the beauty of these maps. These maps are like 15, 20 minutes long if you're doing it if you're playing at a pretty good pace.
Yeah.
So I dig it a lot. I'm trying to convince friend of the show Luke to play with me in co-op.
What's going on?
Because I haven't played co-op.
No, what's going on with that? Why is he?
Yeah, what the fuck are you doing, Luke? You piece of shit. You got a life? You got a life outside of me?
Oh, look at me. I got kids
I
and I'm married.
fucking made you,
Yeah.
you son of a
You
bitch.
son of a
Just
bitch.
turned Joe Pesci on him.
Wow.
You fucking motherfucker.
You fucking motherfucker, you.
Nice.
Oh, nice. Tyler, what do you want to talk about? Can I
I'm
do
gonna
the
talk
voice?
about, huh?
Can I do?
Yes.
Can I introduce it?
Yeah.
It's my movie, True Lies.
Yeah.
How'd you watch it? You can't find that shit anywhere digitally.
It's on Hulu.
Is it?
Yeah.
Oh, for a long time I couldn't find it anywhere.
Yeah, I don't know why that would be, but let's first talk about the elephant in the room, which nobody wants to talk about. But let's talk about the elephant in the room.
There's an elephant in the room?
Well, there's some problematic things about the movie.
Sorry.
Specifically the representation of people of Middle Eastern descent and whatnot, as all being terrorists, basically, is kind of the theme put forth
Are
here.
you canceling James Cameron right now?
No. I think it's if you watch it, it's cringy a little bit, but not bad enough to be like, I'm not gonna watch this movie, you know. As long as you understand, I guess the thing is, like, the comedy just sometimes doesn't work when it's kind of directed in that way. When it's kind of directed as like making fun of somebody because they're from the Middle East.
Yeah, and I think
That's when it gets a little bit like, okay. But the rest of it is still pretty good.
I think you're right that
It's a great story.
I think you're right that it is fair to point those things out.
Sure.
And look at them at a lens of now. That's totally valid. I think that's fair. But at the same time, yeah, it is hard to judge because it is such a product. That's the thing is like a lot of it's a movie on its outside of that. I agree. It's a fun action movie, dude.
It's a great movie.
It's an underrated Cameron flick. Like people
Super
don't talk
good.
about it because it's
Super
not
good.
Aliens or Terminator.
Bill Paxton is like almost the best part of the
When
movie.
he
I got a
fucking
little dick.
punches him in the car and it's just this broken
Right,
nose.
but he was just dreaming.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, I've been talking to this chick. And yeah.
Just sort of titties make you beg.
Shit, man.
Sit up and beg for buttermilk.
Yeah, it's a good movie.
I met Tom Arnold at the station. He's actually that
Were
was
you on
really
set
fun.
that day when Jamie Lee Curtis was stripping? Did you ask him
No.
that? Tom Arnold's like, you know.
But you know what? Again, it's not like problematic to the point. Like here's like an example. Like Kevin Spacey.
Sure.
I'm probably never gonna see American Beauty again, just because
I've never seen it.
it wasn't that good of a movie. It wasn't like the
in
groundbreaking
love with,
movie
like, an
that
underage
everybody liked. Yes.
Ugh.
The thing I liked about it was that he quit his job and then he made it so that he was still getting paid from his old job, like a severance, and then he went and decided to work like at like Hardee's and just smoke weed all the time. And like honestly, to me, that was like, that sounds good. Not the underage girl part. That was fucked up. But the rest of it was like, oh cool. I would love to say fuck you to my job and be like, you know, whatever. But knowing who he is, like, okay, usual suspects sucks. Usual sucks. Usual suspects. You know they made a porno out of it called that.
You know they did. Come on, what are we doing here?
The Usual Suspects, starring Madison Ivy. All right.
Damn.
I know him by name.
True Lies.
Usual Suspects I can watch, even though Kevin
Sorry.
Spacey's in it,
Yeah.
because he's not like the main character, I guess. And I don't know. It's just the way that he's in the movie. American Beauty is different. It's too close to what he. You know what I mean? Does that make sense? But
I have seen American Pie though.
But True Lies.
I got you again.
True
2 weeks in a row.
Shut up.
Son
True
of a
Lies
bitch.
is not that. True Lies is
It's a weird.
it's problematic in the
spy
point.
action
Yes,
movie.
it's problematic in the point that you kind of wish you could reshoot those scenes kind of a little
Yeah.
bit, but it's not problematic to the point where it's like you just caused a bunch of people to go out and start like nobody went out and started killing like
And this.
nobody went out and started shooting at people of Middle Eastern descent because of this movie. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah. Well, I'm trying to figure out what brought this movie like into existence, because maybe it was just
Right?
James Cameron wanted to step out of the sci-fi pigeonhole. That he
No,
was kinda in.
Cameron and
Because this came out 2 years after T2.
I remember when it came out, and Cameron and the way I remembered it was explained was Cameron and Arnie had so much fun working on T2 that they didn't want to wait however many years again. So the script came along, and Cameron bought it and reworked it for himself, and da-da-da.
Yeah. Like, not a lot of people talk about that movie. I do like that movie a lot. I think a lot of the action works. I think
So much of the action is ridiculous.
yeah, because it was Cameron doing a spy movie, and it was fun. And it's same way as with Matthew Vaughn and The Kingsman.
When they
People don't like that movie. I enjoy it.
Yeah, right. There's the scene where he's in the plane and they're like panning away
Yeah.
and back again.
Yeah.
They literally put the jet on a rig. No Tom Cruise. No, this is how Arnie does it. No, what you're going to do is you're going to put the airplane in a rig, and then I'm going to be on there and put the green screen behind me so it looks like I'm in the air. No, I'm not going to learn how to fly the fucking plane. That was terrible.
I don't know where that went at the end.
Yeah.
Fucking plane.
Yeah. Fucking plane. No, I'm Arnold Schwarzenegger. I'm from Australia.
I'm Aussie Schwarzenegger.
Listen here, you want me to fight a gator, or do you want me to find John Connor?
Hasta la vista, baby.
I'll be back with a billabong.
Okay, that's it.
Shut up!
Oh,
Just shut up!
oh, that whole that ending when he shoots the rocket, like that planning back forwards, and then shoots the fucking
Right,
rocket.
yeah,
Oh, so
pretty.
good.
No,
So
but
good.
I remember when they there's also the point where he's like flying it, where he's trying to take off with it, and he's screwing it up.
Mhm.
That was another way, and they were talking about how groundbreaking that was. Because previously you weren't able to see somebody in the pilot seat because they don't know how to actors don't know how to fucking fly. So they were talking about that's how it was groundbreaking that they could show Arnold actually in the plane, looked like he was flying
Yeah.
it, but it was just a crane. And I was like, I remember at the time I was like, that's pretty cool. Now I see it. I see those scenes because it's it's pretty hard to not see the fucking bad green screen, and you're just like, ew, does not hold up, man.
It's like some superhero movies. Like if you go back in the early odds and like you watch them, you're like, oof. Like that first X-Men movie, those fight scenes. Like we clearly didn't know how to shoot this yet.
Yeah.
Didn't quite know how to do this yet.
What? There's one part where like he gets thrown, like Wolverine gets thrown, and he like, I think it's the final battle at the top of
The Statue of Liberty.
But he gets thrown and he takes his claws and like somehow like uses them to flip himself around like a stone part of
Do
the.
you know how long it's
It's
been
so
since I've seen
dumb.
those movies?
No, but I remember very distinctly when I first watched it, I was like, "That's what? That's not how Wolverine. What? He's got adamantium." So basically, yeah.
Anyway, True Lies for Tyler.
True Lies, great movie. It's on Hulu right now. If you get a chance, go check it out. Yeah, it's a kind of a one of a kind movie, and it still holds up.
Also a rare one and done for James Cameron. Didn't get a True Lies 2.
Speaking of that,
False Truths. That's the sequel.
I thought it would be great now.
Come on, you're gonna just walk past that title?
Yes, because it was terrible.
I don't care what you have to say now. Fuck you.
Fuck you and the horse you rode in on.
We're running.
Speaking of horse,
We're almost
how about the horse that he fucking commandeers to run after him,
Oh yeah.
and then almost tries to jump him off a building? Like,
Come on, stop trying to fuck my wife.
what kind of a cop are you,
Dylan?
Dylan?
I mean, we're almost at 2 hours.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah, I gotta get out of here.
Yeah, get the fuck out of my house, you piece of shit.
I'm tired of being in here. Cooper's all sitting over there. You looking at? Hey, Cooper. Oh, come here.
Oh, you're bringing the dog into this?
Yeah. Yeah. I'm gonna bring your dog into this.
Don't bring my dog into this fight, cause I'm gonna take you
And
out
take a bite,
tonight.
and we're gonna eat some Funyuns, cause that's what's on the table. I got nothing. What are you trying to make me?
I'll drink your blood.
I don't drink songs. I don't drink songs.
Think of the fucking comedy!
Trying, man.
One more, Tyler. Which one's it gonna be? Rope drop will end the show.
Try one from the top. You're spending a lot of
Drop.
time down there.
Godspeed, Spider-Man.